Hello? I'm deathly ill. That's right. I've got the sniffles. It is quite unusual for me to be sick before doing a Grindr subreddit video, but here we are. First time for everything. I think it's quite ironic that I'm wearing a Hooters shirt today when we're on Grindr. Sorry, I felt like the Joker there for a second. I think it's cold and flu tablets. But today I wanted to revisit the Grindr subreddit because, I haven't looked at it for a while. I haven't felt the need to make myself feel ill. But considering my current predicament, I thought, why not? Why not? I can't get any worse. Anyway, enough jibber jabber, okay? Shut. We're doing this now, alright? Before I pass out. And they say chivalry is dead. Daddy wants to fuck you deep and hard. Well, Daddy, I'll tell you something. Kitten's scared. Kitten is morbidly afraid. Get a fucking haircut, dude. That shit looks lame as fuck. I can't see this guy's haircut, but if someone said that to me, I would scream. I would go... and then I'd get over it, probably. That's just how I do. I just scream 1,000 screams, and then that's it. I'm done. Throw back to what might have been the worst pickup line I've ever received. I've seen some stinkers in my time, so I'll be the judge. Looks like the forecast in your DMs tonight is 4 inches. I'll give it a 6 out of 10. Would I say it personally? Absolutely not. I don't have the nuts for that, okay? My nuts are pea-sized. They're literally this big. The doctors say I'm medically weird. I say I'm medically beautiful. Good grief, that's a lot of message. I'm frightened. I may be the Joker, but I still shudder with fear. How am I even supposed to read this? Couldn't you have done it in slides instead of one big screenshot? Come on. Some of us are trying to make content out of this, Not many of us, but a couple. Yeah, I would be scared you would have a lot of diseases from other guys. What a start. Lol, I haven't slept around that much. Haha. I've had chlamydia before, but you just take antibiotics for that. You're sexy. Also, I'm letting you know that so many dudes on Grindr in our area, but in general, a slutty hoes Lamau. I wouldn't be the only one. So you admit you're a slutty hoe. I take PrEP, so you couldn't get HIV, and neither could... we'll never know, because there's that big fucking down arrow in the way. I can give you DoxyPep too, if you're worried, lol. Lamau, I enjoy sex. Are you trying to slut shame on Grindr? Haha. I get tested every 3 months and have to because I take PrEP daily, lol. Okay, cool. You should think about making content. You're very naturally beautiful. Modelling. Thanks, but not interested. Totally fair, boo. Why the boo? Boo! I may be very sick, but still got my humour. And I think that's what will get me through to the other side of the tunnel. Maybe, who knows. The bottom of my thighs are very sweaty currently, and I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Lol, I call everyone that on these apps Lamau. Don't read into it too much. Kinda weird. I'm only into masculine dudes, eh? You want someone who is ginormous in terms of muscle? I assume. Guys like to chuck the pigskin around. Locker room talk. Sports bet. These are the things that he's into. I assume. Okay, what does me saying boo have to do with that? Seems pretty gay to call other guys a pet name like that. I mean, do you know where you are? You may have suffered from some, brick-related incident to the head, but you're on Grindr. I don't know if you knew that, but this app, the one with the blue and the yellow, when you text it, that's Grindr. That's gay. I don't want to ruin the surprise for you, but it's the gay app. It's where gay guys go to meet with other gay guys. Listen, I'm no expert, but from what I've read, I'm pretty sure I'm right. This is Grindr, so everything here is pretty gay, lol. Boo. I'm bi, by the way, but very comfortable in myself and my sexuality. Okay, cool. You got a hot body. I know, lol. You do too. But your long hair and pet names, and you're really aggressive on here, so I don't think we would be a match. Lamau, aggressive. How? You come on too strong and stuff. Okay, that's 100% your own insecurities and complexities speaking, lol. Nothing on me. It's called confidence, lol. But there's no humility. Being humble can be attractive too. What are we, accepting an Oscar? What's going on here? Lol, if you knew me, you'd know it took years of my life and BS from people and guys to get to this point of confidence. You slut-shamed me and said I was diseased and then got mad because I called you boo, lol. I am not mad. I just am looking for another normal dude to hang out with. I'm sure there's another app for that, bros hanging out with bros. Bros looking to get with bros. Okay, maybe that's not the name for it. Men who want to be with other men physically in a room, just watching football in a not gay way. I think, I think that's the name for the app. Oh, sorry, the cold and fluid. spaces me out a little bit. Broad horizons versus fragile ego. So tell me something interesting. What are you reading currently? I don't know if you've heard of it before, but I'm reading Grug. You know, it's a hard book to get through. There's a few. There are pictures, not enough pictures though, because there are some words strewn out in between the pictures, and that's the hard part, getting through those bits, you know. I like looking at the pictures of Grug, getting up to his adventure, going into his little hole. Not like that, alright? He's Grug. He's non-sexual. Don't think about it. I haven't finished any book in years. What are you reading? Maybe you can inspire me. How come? You don't like literature? Well, no, listen, okay, I don't know if you heard before, but I'm reading Grug, okay? Very hard book to read, hard to get through. There's a lot of books in the series of Grug. He gets up to a lot of funny adventures. I love Grug, but the words are big and difficult. Very hard to consume. Not like that. I liked reading when I was young. Or maybe when I get older, I'll like reading again. Okay. Currently the tender narrator. Last week I finished Before Night Falls by Ronaldo Arenas. As we all know, great book. I know that book. I've seen that book before, probably somewhere around here. I love Ronaldo Arenas. Is he related to Tina? I'm rather looking for people that are interested in broadening their horizon. Buddy, I don't want to spoil the fun for you, alright? I don't want to spoil the surprise, but you're on Grindr, alright? People aren't looking to broaden their horizons. They're looking to broaden other places, mainly on their body. You get what I'm saying. Honestly, I don't really read much, and that's fine with me. I learn in other ways. Seems your broadening horizons isn't for me. I'll pass. You can learn facts the other ways, listen to podcasts, etc. But broadening horizons is very much connected to art. Wake me up when this dickhead's off the screen. I'm sick of him. We get it. You're better than everyone else. You know how to read. Your opinions sound narrow for someone talking about broad horizons. What is narrow in that? Defining broad that way sounds pretty narrow. But again, what is narrow in that? I didn't know Jordan Peterson was on Grindr. What the fuck? Data, facts, science is for learning. I agree. You can know more. But art, I'm not talking about one narrow type of art, is for experiencing. You can broaden horizons by getting more from the world than just dry data. I'm also pretty sure that this is scientifically proven. Learning by experience is more effective. If you have to argue this hard about being broad-minded, you probably aren't. I'm at my wit's end. I'm not interested in being told about how I should experience the world. I think we're done here. I don't think we have to do this. You could have just done. You could have been done. You could have been done. You better not reply. Okay, you better not reply to this next message, alright? Because you said you were done. You said you were out. Alright? If I see one more message from you responding to Jordan Peterson, I'm not going to be happy. I'm not telling something insane. It is what it is. Your ego just forces you to disagree even though you don't have arguments. For me, it is okay to be yourself. You may like to work, etc. We're just not a match. I don't see why you are so offended. I'm offended by this conversation because it's bored me to no end. I never thought I'd say it, but where's the toilet talk? Where's the toilet talk? Oh, everyone on Grindr got too good for shitting in each other's mouths all of a sudden? Come on. Where's the fun? I gave you examples how I do it. You still gave me nothing though. Have a good night. I'm not offended. You keep replying. Stop replying, okay? I'm on your side, but now I'm starting to think Jordan Peterson has a point. Maybe you are offended. Someone who wasn't offended wouldn't keep replying. Just stop replying. I just don't see anything impressive from what you said. I don't want to be impressive. I asked you why it is narrow. You said, it sounds narrow. You said I told you how to experience the world. I never did. You don't give me any arguments. You said I am not broad-minded because I defended my views. It sounded like you are offended for those reasons. I'm not offended. Stop replying. Stop replying. Stop replying. What's wrong with you? Defending your views doesn't make you broad, and I'm not interested in proving anything to you. Stop replying then. Just stop. Okay? Stop replying. You don't need to prove anything? I don't know. It sounds like you are trying to prove something. I don't know what you're trying to prove, but just stop replying. Okay? That'll end it all. Of course it doesn't. I haven't said that. You miss the point of my message constantly. Sleep well. Your ego is exhausting. Fuck. Oh, God. Just enough with the reply. You know what? It's over. It's over. I'm going to stop replying to you, alright? It's over. Update on my illness. The sweat is currently gone from my thighs and is dripping down the back of my calves. Is that a good thing? You know what? Don't answer that, alright? I'm going to ignore every symptom until it either passes or I die, okay? Wildest opener I've ever gotten. I'll be the judge of that, mate. Alright, okay. I'm judge, jury, and executioner. Can you be my mum who was pregnant with me and had me at 14, please? No. There are two things that are wild about that opener. One, the law about him being born to a 14-year-old mother. Two, sent that at 7:30am. What's going on? What's going on in that head of yours that you wake up at 7:30 in the morning and go, I'm going to send this opener. I'm going to assume you live a sick life. Well, as quickly as the sweat moved from the back of my thighs to the back of my calves, it has now moved to the back. The back of my... Well, I believe they call it the back, actually, yeah. I think that's enough recording from me. You know, I put in the hard yards, I put in the graft. For what, you may say? I don't know, a couple hundred views probably. Anyway, like and subscribe, I'll see you later. You better leave a like, okay? Alright? Because if we're talking about bravery and what deserves likes on the internet, it is what I've done today. Okay? I have the sniffles, and I've persevered through. Am I braver than the troops? Probably.
I love Shifty Drongo. Shifty Drongo.